Excuse me. There we go. Oh. Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Max CVA, also known as Fioko the Leader, and as you can hear, my voice is a bit tired today. Oh, nice. My phone finally picks up. So yeah. I'm going to, I'm gonna be continuing on with Rogue Legacy. I don't really have much for a pre-stream. Is there anything on my computer that I want to show? I could talk about the Spawn HBO animated series. I recently went thrifting with a coworker after work, and I found what is labeled as Todd McFarlane's Spawn 2 on VHS. And I was just like, oh, I didn't know they ever made a sequel to the live action comic book adaptation, which isn't a very good film, but you know, it's not the worst thing ever. Characters are relatively faithful. But it's not beaten the animated series, which came out the same year, Todd McFarlane's Spawn. Also known as Spawn the animated series. And to be fair, it's not the greatest thing ever either, but it's still very enjoyable. It is, according to Wikipedia, 18 episodes long, and I believe the VHS tape that I have... Yeah. It doesn't actually say how many episodes there are. But it's 144 minutes, so that's... what, like 2 hours 20? So presumably if there are 8... So there's 3 seasons. Really? It was done by Studio Madhouse. Or just Madhouse Incorporated, whatever you want to call it. But, the same people who did, what do you call it? Trigun. Yeah, there it is. They also did the Bomberman, TV series. The Bomberman, B Demon, Bakugaiden V5. I remember seeing clips of that online as a kid and being so amused at this Bomberman animated thing. I had no idea what it was. Really? Madhouse did Kirby Right Back at Ya. That is interesting. Sorry, at this point, nothing is showing up on screen because I just have my Switch, but I'm just on the Wikipedia page for Madhouse. They also did the Marvel anime. Huh. That is very interesting. Oh, they did some of the Death Note specials. Neat. Yeah. Anyway, they did the Spawn series. the Spawn HBO series, which... Alright, listen, I didn't do my due diligence today. I wasn't as prepared for stream as I probably should have been. Because I went and saw the, let me make sure that... Come on. Come back. Come back. There we are. Oh, because Smash is the one in there. I was just like, why is Smash first? Yeah, I guess I never actually looked into, Madhouse's... That is very interesting. But yeah, Spawn, Todd McFarlane's Spawn, also known as Spawn the Animated Series, is 3 seasons, being 6 episodes long each, so I'm assuming that VHS tape just has all of season 2 on it. Yeah. Anyway, let us actually play Rogue Legacy. Sorry for being so distracted, but I also got a video now with the included light for $5. I got a VHS copy of The Evil Dead because the Blu-ray stuff has things digitally edited out, which is always great. Love that when I pay for a movie and they just decide to scribble all over it and change things, which, you know, they're free to do. Just give me a way to watch the original theatrical version as well. Excuse me. And then I also got a complete in-box copy of Fable the Lost Chapters in pristine condition for $5 as well. Anyway, so we have Lady Stark II, the assassin with IBS, who has an axe. Sir Scorpio IV, the Archmage with, Dwarfism and EHS with daggers. And Lady Shinoa II, the Spell Sword, who is gay and has glaucoma with scythes. I think we're gonna go with Lady Shinoa II. There's nothing we can get there. Alright, pretty decent damage. Very good damage with that. Right, because that's the powered up spell that costs double. Okay. And then is there anything that we want from the smithy? I haven't touched this since we were last live, so forgive me for being a bit rusty. I'm also going to try to not speak as much because I haven't given myself a proper break after that April 1st stream. And it's like I always say, the best tricks are often the ones we play on ourselves. And by that I mean that April Fool's stream was just me fooling myself into thinking that was a good idea. To do 5 hours worth of live dubbing by myself. My favorite enemy, Flamelock. So we meet again. But yes, the Super Mario Brothers movie, I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but I mean, it's very similar to the Mario Brothers games, where there's not much story to spoil. But, you know, I will not spoil anything that really happens. I'm just going to speak generally. It's very good. It was what I was expecting from a modern Super Mario Brothers movie, which is not bad. You know, I think overall, like, the animation was fantastic. The music was very good, although I did notice they didn't credit Grant Kirkhope for the DK rap. And I didn't spoil that because Seth Rogen himself talked about that's how he's introduced in the movie. Ooh. This is... No. I don't want to lose this one, because honestly, this is a very good character. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he pointed that out on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, they should totally credit him. This is gonna bring me into the Maya, isn't it? Yep. Alright, well, there we go. Wow, my stream is so late coming in. Sorry. This is a great start. How? Dang it. Learn the nuances of your spell to maximize their potential. You know, maybe I will. Anyway, so we have Lady Charlotte the Hokage, who is an endomorph with IBS as well as Conflux. Oh, Spawn. HBO's Spawn. Spawn the animated series. Todd McFarlane's Spawn, whatever you want to call it. Is available on HBO Max, as far as I'm aware. So if you want to watch it, keep in mind it is very much not a kid's show. It is very much made for mature audiences only. But if you want to watch it, HBO Max is the way to go. I don't know if it's upscaled to HD because I don't actually have HBO Max. I watched Zack Snyder's Justice League when it came out back in like 2021 or early 2022, I don't remember. I think it was like November 2021. Either way, I watched it then and I never looked back. Not because it's necessarily a bad platform or anything, but Anyway, Lady Charlotte, the Hokage, who is an endomorph with IBS and Conflux, Sir Shane IV, the Spelunker with electorophobia and hypergonadism and daggers, and Lady Olivia II, the Paladin with no special traits, but she has an axe. So, that's cool. I think we're gonna go with Sir Shane IV, because we want that money. Money. I think we're going to go with the damage up. Oh, it's so beautiful. Alright. Aside from watching the Super Mario Brothers movie, oh, the editing was very, very good. Nothing... Aww. Oh. Nothing seemed to miss. They did, in fact, fix the scene at the, Kong Coliseum. Or, I believe they just call it the Arena of the Kongs, in the movie. So, no, the background Kongs are not T-posing in the final movie. You don't have to worry about that. Or you might be disappointed if you were looking forward to that for whatever reason. Either way, very well done film. Nice. There were quite a few moments that got me to laugh. The action was fairly kinetic and easy to follow. Although I feel like the scene on Rainbow Road didn't quite keep that up, but that's just like a short bit of the film. My biggest gripe. My biggest gripe is the voice acting, particularly. Well, I wouldn't say like the entire cast is bad because Jack Black, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Charlie Day in particular, who play Bowser, Princess Peach, and Luigi respectively, all did fantastic jobs. But Chris Pratt and Seth Rogen, I don't feel like they fit very well. Like, Chris felt kind of low energy. He did not quite have the charisma that I was looking for in that, lead role. But yeah, that Fred Armisen plays Cranky Kong, and like, I don't know. And, I'm not going to say like people can't enjoy their performances because I don't want to take that away from people, but just personally, when I think of Donkey Kong, I don't think of Seth Rogen. And a lot of the visual gags with Donkey Kong really carried the character for me. 'Cause it wasn't for me. And I can acknowledge that. I'm not saying that you have to give it to, I don't know, like Leslie Nielsen and make him play like super straight-faced or something. But, yeah. I love the way that, like, especially Donkey Kong was so animated in the film, and it got a lot of that character off that just wasn't portrayed in the voice. But yeah, that is the most I will say. Very much enjoyed, once again, like Keegan-Michael Key, Anya Taylor-Joy, Charlie Day, and Jack Black in their respective roles. But anyway, let's get back to the game, shall we? So we have Sir Judson II, the assassin with dyslexia and conflux. Lady Littner II, the Hokage with dyslexia and OCD and a blade wall. And Lady Charlotte, the paladin with clonus, who is also very flexible, which seems like a bad combination. Not in game, just in general. Who has an axe, and I think we will go with Lady Charlotte. Look at that damage. Oh, it's so nice. It'll be nice to one-shot things again. But yes. It is certainly a movie that I would, because, like, there were a lot of, like, little references and whatnot, and, aside from that, just the sort of, world environments and whatnot were very pretty to look at. It's a very beautiful film to look at. It animates very well. Ooh, we getting the rumblies. But it's certainly not something that I'm itching to get on 4K, like, RRR, or, I don't know, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. But honestly, I came in with a very, not like strict set of expectations, but just like, I have a feeling that this is how the movie is going to go. And while, like, some things like Bowser's characterization was very entertaining, overall, the movie was exactly what I was expecting. And that's not a bad thing. Because sometimes you just want something that is going to be, like, familiar. Safe, I guess, is the best way that I can describe it. I didn't expect it to be a animated adaptation of the Japanese OVAs or like the 1993 live action Super Mario Brothers movie. Although I am sad they didn't reference either of those. Ooh, I should get out. I should get out. Even just like a nod with like a little thing in the background would have been nice, but you know, it is what it is. They already spent plenty of time passionately making all these all these different things. I'm not gonna sit here and go, oh, what, they should reference this very obscure Mario manga which came out in 1987 and ran for like 10 chapters. Everybody will understand that. You know? Like, I understand, you know, they can't reference every single piece of Mario media. But, yeah. Overall, good film, very good film. Nothing I'm going to watch, like, multiple times in theaters. The only films I've really done that with are, Dragon Ball Super Broly. And I don't remember what else. So I'll just say that was the only one that I did that with. Just for the sake of simplicity. Anyway, so we have Lady Marie, the Paladin with EHS and a scythe. Sir Mark II, the spell sword, who is clumsy. And has gigantism, which both of those are really good to have together. I certainly know who I want to play as. And Sir Ondok II, the Archmage with Clonus, who is an ectomorph, and has an axe. Let us go, Sir Mark II. Oh, excuse me, the second. Ooh. Damage isn't great, but you are a spell sword, so you do have very damaging, magic attacks. Yeah. Ha! I don't have to swing my big sword. I do when it comes to the enemies, but breaking things in the background. Whatcha? I will come back for that. I will certainly take the chakram over the daggers. Ah, dang it. Oh, that was playing with fire a bit. Fire power. Anyway. Yeah. It's very much a movie I would recommend, for fans of the Super Mario Brothers, for people who are just looking to have something to watch that is family friendly, is gorgeous, and, you know, isn't going to be something that you have to watch an ending explained video for. It's a very straightforward story, just like the actual Mario Brothers games. I'm not going to compare it to the 93 Mario movie because, once again, it is pretty much two completely different things. Oh no. I didn't get that Ooh, there's something down there. Hey, hey! The Ranger limbs. Oops. How? Yeah, get destroyed. I'm not gonna risk that. Anyway, I shouldn't be in the Maya. I should go try and get into the, whatever the garden was called. Nice. Guess I'm not doing it with Mark. The architect is very useful for practicing against bosses. Is it? Is it? Alright. So we have Lady Lena II, the barbarian queen, who is stereo blind with coprolalia. Haha. Got it first try. You can't make me do it fast. With an axe. Trust me, if I was doing professional voiceover work and I had to do that word quickly, we would be in there all day. Obviously, I'm exaggerating a touch, but still, you know. Sir Dude the Third, the spelunker with baldness and glaucoma, with a scythe. And Lady Charlotte II, the archmage with PAD and dementia with conflux. I think we will go with Sir Dude the Third. Do we have enough? Oh, right. We have the ranger limbs. What are those? I mean, that is good, but I can't wear them. So I'm going to check on the runes. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go for mana up. The rest of them don't really seem worth it. Oh, that's perfect. That, come on, let me read the card. That you have glaucoma and you're a spelunker. Oh, that's great. Haha. You cannot best me, game. Also, my stats are very low. I know that's because I'm playing as the spelunker, but... Ooh. Alright. So, oof. So I'm not even necessarily hoping to beat the boss of the forest area. I'm just hoping... Ow. To get back to that, or get to the boss. And I guess Sir Dude wasn't enough. Friggin' Charites. I know they're probably called Charites, or supposed to be called Charites, but once again, that makes me think of YouTuber Chari5, and yeah. Subscribe to Chari5, if you enjoy this content, of course. Lady Boudoir, the assassin who is stereo blind. That might be fun to do. Sir Teddy, the Hokage, who is nearsighted with a chakram. Oh no. And Sir Wallace II, the archmage with ADHD and a chakram. We will go with Lady Boudoir. Oh, that's right. Assassins can go invisible. Yes. such riveting commentary. But, of course, we always start in Castle Hampson, so it's nothing. I thought that you could attack out of a dash. You have to manually time that. The game is not kind enough to log those... What do you call it? I only have one. Is not kind enough to log those inputs and activate them after your dash. Haha! Whatcha? Alright. I almost just jumped into that. Dang it. I thought I was fast enough. Get out of here. It ain't worth it going for the Doomvis. But guess what? I have a ranged weapon! No fighting. Alright. I did it! The sprint rune for the cape. Okay, I got one of them. Get away from me! Oh, oh. Lady Bourdois has been slain by a spiked axe. Try to hit enemies near the apex of the axe's arc in order to hit them multiple times. Well, I was above all of them, so I can't. Anyway, Sir Wallace II, the spell sword with dwarfism and a chakram. Hello. Sir Grey II, a paladin with no special traits, and a scythe, and Lady Joanne the assassin, who also has dwarfism. I think we're going to go with Sir Wallace. Just because I like the chakram better. Alright, so we have the sprint rune for the cape now. I'm thinking I get that and then get the additional jump for the vault rune. As much as the bounty rune is nice, I'd rather not give up having that double jump. And have more ways to save myself. But we'll see. Haha. Beck fell beast. Oh, I go so much faster than I'm expecting to. Sharp as a marshmallow, quick as a brick. Alright. Nice. I just stood there and got shot in the face. I hate this room. Get out of here. I don't need more projectiles on screen. I was about to say, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even need to use the upgraded one. Alright. This is not great. Just putting that out there. I love that it doesn't stack the, like, MP gain from killing enemies, so it's just 1 MP, 19 MP, and then it's just like, you mean 20 MP? Take no damage. Somehow, I don't trust this area. Okay. Well, I failed. I was just about to jump, too. Because I was just like, I'm going fast. Alright. So we have Lady Teresa, the assassin with OCD and ADHD, with Conflux. Lady Block the Third, the Spelunket with Gigantism and the Scythe. And Sir Wallace the Third, the assassin with Gigantism. Well, Lady Block, it is your time to shine. Alright. Oh, excuse me. I wonder what's the next thing we should save up for. Get out of here, Flame Lock. Speaking of Lock, I'm pretty sure THQ Nordic, the people who did the, who licensed out Purple Lamp Studios to do, the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, Rehydrated, and, SpongeBob Cosmic Shake games. How are you... Excuse me? Yeah, like a paladin maybe, but like... How is everybody else supposed to do that? That was close. My scythe doesn't hit everybody, which is unfortunate, and I can't aim it, dang it. But I can use the axe. Goodbye. The retaliation rune for the helm. I know on my main account. Why did I do that? I know on my main account I used like 3 different retaliation runes. Because I just kind of go in guns blazing and don't pay attention to when I am about to get hit. Anyway, let me go and grab whatever chest is over here. Haha! Dang it. Oh, that wasn't enough to take you down. Well, how about that? That was worth it? Question mark? Y'all, I don't think it was worth it. If only we had dwarfism instead of gigantism. Yeah, I could use the MP. Dang it, I was trying to dash. I thought I had more time than I did. Lady Block the Third has been slain by a wall turret. The Maya is always at the top of the castle. I know. Lady Leona, the assassin who is farsighted with an axe. Sir Aegis the Third, the spelunker who is stereo blind and has ADHD with a flame barrier. And Lady Brisa the Second, the Lich Queen, who is gay and has vertigo with flame barrier. I think we're going to continue on with the spelunkers. And that's just the retaliation rune for the helm. Yeah. Alright. You can have your stinking money. I don't need it where I'm going. Ah. Alright. Speaking of subscription services, I know that we already moved past Spawn, and I swear I'm not talking about Spawn again. Although I did watch the Spawn movie the other day. It's not terrible, but I'm not saying that it's very good either. It's mediocre. But Netflix Castlevania. Very much another one of those mature audience animated adaptations, which I am so glad to see be more prominent, becoming more prominent. Alright, if I do that, then, yeah, no, I am looking forward to Castlevania Nocturne, because my favorite Belmont is Richter Belmont. I'm kind of curious to see, like, what they do with Dracula's character. Oh, that's neat. There's a Sandy Claus scrolling past the moon. Flying past the moon is what it is called. Haha. There were like 4 different paths that small characters could get through. Oh, they're going to add like a Earth version of a flame lock. I was there. I jumped. I was the fool. I was the fool. Bury me with my money. Get out of here. Anyway, so we have Sir Skunky III, the spell sword, who is a hypochondriac and has a scythe. Sir Hershey, the assassin, with Alzheimer's, IBS, and a quantum translocator. The Dragon Ball locator! As well as Sir Gordon II, the assassin, who is the one. With dwarfism. Oh, yeah! I was gonna sit down and watch, the Matrix, as well as the Animatrix, because I haven't seen the new one. And I'd never actually fully watched the first film. I've only seen the sequels in their entirety. And I paused it because I went to go hang out with a friend. And I just completely forgot to actually finish watching the first Matrix movie. So I still haven't seen it in its entirety. I did have Matrix Path and Neo on my original Xbox growing up. Unfortunately, I was a dummy, and I guess either me or one of my family members deleted it from my Xbox. And I don't have the physical copy anymore, so that's unfortunate. Either way, we have Sir Gordon II, the assassin, who is the one with dwarfism. Who is the one and has dwarfism. I mean, I guess we'll go with we're going with Skunky. Taking less damage would very much be nice. Alright. Yes. What? That counted as my second jump. Get out of here, game. Get out of here with that nonsense. Alright. That was me being silly. Defeat all enemies, you say? That I can do. Yes. The haste rune for the cape. Neat. Get out of here. Owie. Yeah, that's what I thought. Wasn't gonna go until I saw that dude attack. Also, while I was at the theater today, saw some trailers. First off, didn't even know they were making a Blue Beetle movie. That's cool. I hope it turns out well. At this point, I've checked out of, like... I mean, I've never really cared about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but, like... I don't know what DC is doing with their animated universe. So, like, I'll watch, like, a few of their movies, but I'm not going to follow with all of their things. Like, I'm going to see The Flash. Nice. But, like, I don't know if I'm gonna be, like, super keeping up with the rest of it. Ah, there's nothing here. Yeah, there. I'm just gonna stop saying things. No More Heroes. I've been getting back into that series. I actually have a reason for putting the Xbox version on my Amazon wishlist, and having the PC version wishlisted on Steam. It's because the PC version is essentially just like a straightforward port of the Switch version. Just obviously without the Joy-Con motion controls. I don't even know if you can hook your Joy-Con up to your PC and run it like that. I don't know, because I don't have the PC version. But the Xbox and PlayStation versions were ported by a different team and had updated, like, I'm not quite sure about models, but certainly draw distances, and, well, obviously the PC version had better draw distances, depending on how much your computer could handle. Right. Sir Glauber III, the Archmage, with Eid Mem, and Time Stop. Lady Nola II, the Archmage, with the Gay, and is an endomorph with Blade Wall. And Lady Annabelle, the Lich Queen, who is stereo blind with a Flame Barrier. I think I'm going to do that. Anyway, yes. I sure hope that gets transferred back when we actually get into the castle. Otherwise, I am screwed. Is it? Cool! Why can you even do that? Why would you not make it the other way around? Well, if I even make it to the area that I'm trying to go to, the forest grounds or whatever, I will be proud of myself. But I do not foresee that happening. Oh, that's right, because you can kill enemies to permanently increase your health. Still not worth it. Still not worth it. Oh no. Oh. And of course, it was a flame lock. Yeah. I certainly want to make a video comparing the PC, Xbox Series X, and Switch versions. Switch version came out first. That's the one I should have said first. Because I have the Switch version, and I have all the games on Switch. I almost have all the games on Steam. I just need Travis Strikes Again and No More Heroes 3. And then the only games that came out on Xbox are No More Heroes 1, exclusive to Japan, as No More Heroes Heroes Paradise, which, that's a whole can of worms in and of itself. It's interesting that game, because the Xbox has never really been that prominent in Japan, so it's funny that, plus it sold better than the PlayStation 3, so it's funny that America only received the PlayStation 3 version and not the 360 version. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. At least in America. I don't know if it got, like, a European release. But they had that on the Xbox 360, which doesn't run the greatest. And then the No More Heroes 3. Yeah, that's it. I believe Travis Strikes Again got released on PlayStation, but not Xbox. But No More Heroes 2, that's Steam. But No More Heroes 2... Here, let me bring this over here to my No More Heroes games. Odalis is my favorite No More Heroes game. But, like, No More Heroes 1 is on Wii, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Steam, and Switch. No More Heroes 2 is on Wii, Steam, and Switch. By the way, these two are supposed to be getting updates by, I believe it's Xseed Games, at some point. At least the PC version is. Because the PC version is very buggy. So let me see. Yeah, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Windows. Those are the only platforms that came out on. I don't know if there's any, like, real gameplay differences in Travis Strikes Again, on PC and PS4 versus Steam. I haven't heard anybody talk about them. So it really seems that No More Heroes 3 has the brunt of the changes. Of course, No More Heroes 1 has the removal of some sort of licensed song that's only in the Wii version. But then they replace it with the song off the soundtrack that was featured in No More Heroes 2. In the soundtrack for the first game, that was then put in the actual game for No More Heroes 2. Which is like the Travis, it's kill or be killed, no more heroes dead. Anyway, I swear we are going to get back to Rogue Legacy in just a minute. I'm just so scatterbrained. I've been so tired lately. I've barely been able to work on videos and whatnot. But this one certainly has the least amount of ports because bosses from No More Heroes 2 were ported back into No More Heroes 1 for No More Heroes Heroes Paradise on PS3, which I do have. I do have on PS3 with all the DLC. I just need to figure out an HDMI splitter or get some component cables that won't die after like a few months of actually using them. And then getting footage for the Wii version, I do want to use original hardware, so I don't know if I want to HDMI mod my Wii or mod my Wii U and get the Good Vibes Gaming was talking about with a mod you can make Wii footage, turn off the deflicker filter, and show the proper output resolution rather than the slight stretch that they do. But then again, Wii U isn't ideal for gathering Wii footage just in general, but it's the easiest option I have aside from downloading an emulator, which I don't want to do just for these two games. And then doing all the configuration stuff. I know it's easy. I have worked with emulators before. I've gotten emulators working. I know how to get it to work. I just don't want to do that for a video and then be like, cool, I'm going to go play it officially. Even though it's less glitchy than the Steam version. And then Travis Strikes Again. Oh, I was going over differences. I was going to go over differences. So the differences in No More Heroes 1, like I said, they removed that copyrighted song and the music video, because when you're in Travis's apartment, you have VHS tapes that you can watch, and one of those was like a music video for it. I don't remember if they replaced it with anything, but that happened. The DLC obviously doesn't exist for the Wii version, nor the Switch and PC versions, because they're essentially enhanced ports of the Wii version with a few glitches introduced, like the garbage in the garbage collection side job has the sound effect for picking up a scorpion, which is weird. Some of the screams of the dudes that you kill are so much louder than they're supposed to be. But it's small things like that, and not, frame rates that constantly dip into the mid-teens or the low 20s. As well as just having a smeary look to the entire thing. God, thank you, No More Heroes Heroes Paradise. But yeah, it has exclusive DLC, which is different beam katanas and different skins for the Speltiger, I believe it's called, Travis's bike. And obviously the bosses from No More Heroes 2. And by the way, the Switch versions of all these games are all the uncensored versions, the American versions, the North American versions, whatever you want to call them. So in Europe and Japan, No More Heroes and No More Heroes 2 were both censored. There were no decapitations. People just kind of disappeared into black mist. And yeah, things like that happened. Speaking of censorship, I forgot one more change for No More Heroes 1. In No More Heroes 1, obviously you can explore around Travis's apartment. And one of the things you can do is look at some of his figures, and in the background you see a Nintendo 64. In the in No More Heroes Heroes Paradise for PS3 and Xbox 360, they replaced that with a Sega Genesis Tower of Power, which or Sega Mega Drive Tower of Power, which, if you don't know what that is, it is the Model 1 Sega Genesis, Mega Drive, whatever you want to call it, the Model 1 Sega CD or Mega CD, and the Sega 32X or Sega Super 32X. Why were they all named different things in different all put together, I believe it had a game in there. I don't remember off the top of my head because it's been a while since I've booted up my modded PS3, just because I don't want to keep playing with fire, and I can't figure out I can't find anybody in my area who does like console repairs. Otherwise, I would have gotten my Sega CD fixed. I would have gotten my original Xbox fixed. I would have gotten my PS3 fixed. In the meantime, it is what it is. I might just have to send it to somebody in the mail, which I'm very nervous about because I don't want, things to get damaged, things to get lost in the mail. I would much rather just be able to go there myself and personally hand it to them. But, I also don't have the money for this right now. So, either way, I can't worry about that right now. In the PC version, I'm pretty sure it's just like an untextured black box. And then I believe on the Switch version, it is the Nintendo 64 again. No More Heroes 2 certainly has a lot less changes. Obviously, like I said, it's uncensored. It doesn't include No More Heroes 1.5, but Grasshopper Manufacture got the voice actors in like 2021 to commemorate the release of No More Heroes 1 and 2 being released on Switch and PC, and dubbed that into English on their YouTube channel for free. Because I believe in Japan they had No More Heroes 2 Grasshopper Edition, or just Hopper Edition, that came with a bonus DVD. I don't know if it came with the Skelter Helter, prequel comic, or Helter Skelter prequel comic. Or I guess manga. It's Japanese. That might just be in the manual. I don't know. I do have I do have the Wii copy of No More Heroes 2, so I could always go check at some point. But either way, I can't think of any differences aside from maybe a more stable frame rate on Switch, and obviously the introduction of some bugs in the porting process that especially the Steam version feels, because there are just achievements that are impossible to get. Why? Because, it was never fixed. But I believe, once again, the Xseed Games said that they're going to patch No More Heroes 1 and 2 on Steam. And then Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes was made for the Switch. This was the version that I played. Very fun game. I played it by myself. But it is very much recommended that you play it co-op, just because, you know, it's a very different style of game compared to No More Heroes 1, 2, and 3. But well, one, it has, like, story bits that are near essential to know for No More Heroes 3. But I think it's very instrumental to Travis Touchdown's character. And showing how he's grown from this dopey otaku assassin to this more fleshed out, developed person. And once again, I haven't seen anybody talk about differences between the Steam, PS4, and PC versions. I don't have a PS4. I don't want a PS4. The only reason why I'd get it is for this comparison, being able to play Parappa the Rapper 2 in HD, being able to play Parappa the Rapper 2 via HDMI, and Castlevania Requiem, which they should just release that anyway, on, like, Steam and Switch and whatnot. And then No More Heroes 3. Like I said before, Switch version came out first. Like a year later, or like half a year later, I don't remember. It got released on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X. Yeah. Anyway, let's go back to the game we were playing. Does anybody remember when we were playing a video game? Instead of just looking at the box arts for... Anyway, so we have Sir Kenny, the Lich King, who is nostalgic and is blind and is bald with Flame Barrier. Sir Taco, the Barbarian King with OCD and Blade Wall, and Lady Chun-Li III, who is a spell sword with ADHD. This is your reminder to hydrate if you have not done so already. Alright. And I think we will go with Sir Taco. Because we need some firepower. There we go. Needed to remember how the game played after staring at the Switch home menu for like 5 minutes. There isn't any content differences between No More Heroes 3, at least from what I have seen, which is very nice. It's just better frame rates, and the PlayStation and Xbox versions have different graphics, but there's no, like, specific scenario for the PlayStation 5 version, which, thank you. Also, people talk about the PlayStation 5 version as if the game didn't also come out on the Xbox Series consoles. Like, that system does exist. I hope people realize that. And, like, it's not horribly underpowered. Like, the PS5 and Xbox Series consoles are pretty comparable in terms of power from what I have read. It just really depends on whether you prefer PlayStation or Xbox. Which... I was never really a fan of the Xbox One. You know, hot take. But I also was never a fan of the PlayStation 4. Like I said, like, the PS3 and the Vita were like the last two PlayStation consoles I really enjoyed. And the other one that I really enjoyed was the PlayStation Portable. I've never really cared for, you know, the PlayStation 1 because, I mean, that one's a bit of Sega fanboyism. Fanaticism? Anyway, we got the curse rune for the sword. And now we can get rid of all these jerks. Haha. Just because, you know, I grew up with Sega, so I prefer how the Saturn handles, even though a lot of the ports aren't great. I won't doubt that the PlayStation is a very good system. You know, it's just like things like the texture warping. You know, it can be charming, but a lot of time it's just like, I mean, they could have fixed this. Not all games have that PlayStation 1 texture wobble, but a lot of them do. But then again, a lot of Sega Saturn ports could be not bad, but, you know. Aha! Hopefully I got him with both. Come on, Bodus. Alright. There we go. That wasn't too bad of a payout at all. Flame Lock! PlayStation 2, I grew up with the original Xbox. That's where my heart lies. I'm sorry. I know that everybody grew up with the PlayStation 2 and that's their favorite, but honestly, I think it kneecapped third-party titles because it was, really weak in comparison to both the original Xbox and the GameCube. Yeah, it had better storage capacity, but that's just because it used discs or DVDs instead of mini DVDs. So, you know, had Nintendo chosen to do DVDs, it would have pretty much been better in every aspect, aside from the controller. I, to this day, do not like the GameCube controller. It's way too tiny in my hands. And I feel like that same criticism could be lobbied with the Switch controller, but it's just, unconventional. It's just unconventional enough for a controller design without being, unergonomic and difficult to hold, that I'm able to get over it with the Switch controller. Meanwhile, with I've found both the Maya and the Catacombs, or the Land of Darkness, before I have gone to the area that I'm actually looking for. But yes, if you enjoy those systems and think that the original Xbox and Sega Saturn and Dreamcast and whatnot are all terrible systems that should have never been made, a bit harsh, one, but all the more power to you, you know? At the end of the day, we're all just here to have fun playing video games. And I wouldn't want to try to take that away from people by going ew, you play on PlayStation? Oh, but the PlayStation 5 doesn't have a video game to play. What do you do on it? You know, I'm not going to do that, because that's just that's just not cool. Are you behind the minimap? You're behind the minimap. Come on. I don't even need to slay all these dudes. I just want to. Yeah. Either way, just let people play games how they enjoy. They don't always have to do this because, oh, you know, this was the most popular system, or, oh, this was the most powerful system. You know? The reason why I got an Xbox Series X was because I have a lot of original Xbox games, and I have a few Xbox 360 titles. And I play it on Series X for that backwards compatibility and easy, you know, plug-and-play solution to play these original Xbox games and Xbox 360 games. Well, Xbox 360 less so because, you know, all models after the first release model have an HDMI port. But, you know. Wow, I have 3,000. Hey, look at that. I'm pretty sure I explored the entirety of Castle Hampson in this one run. Yes, I did. Okay. Forest Abkhazia. Abkhazia. Whatever. Dang it. Really? Come on. Get out of here. Haha! I have bested you using your own tricks. Ultimately, like, it ain't hurting people, to play on different systems. Like, obviously, yes, it's kind of frustrating, if a game doesn't support cross-platform play. Sprint Rune Bracers. And you want to play with, you know, your friend Dahlia, but they have an Xbox and you have a PlayStation. But, like, I think a bit of healthy competition is a good thing. It helps companies not be so stagnant. Oh, nice. It makes sure that there are options. Is that supposed to be like Peter Pan or something? Why are you flying around, kid? Get down, you're gonna hurt yourself. Yay, Blaze Locks. I'm so glad this is the enemy that keeps showing up. I'm gonna go over here because I'm curious as to what I missed. I'm so glad I went over there. But yeah, like, making somebody feel bad because, you know, they only play on this system and they can't afford this or that, or, you know, they just don't want to play on this, that, or the other system. And, you know, this goes doubly for being a PC elitist. If somebody doesn't want to take the time to custom make a PC setup just to play, you know, come on. Just to play No More Heroes 2 on Steam, you know, I don't think that they should receive flack for it. You know, there is a place for all of us here. Whew. Okay. Okay. Oh. And then there's you. Get out of here, Plinky. I thought that was going to hit me and that was going to be the end of my run. Almost jumped into the projectile. That was it? I guess I should have checked and saw that there was no reward in there, but... Well, Sir Taco has been slain by a visionary. Mastering mobility runes makes you awesome. Anyway. I think this will be the last run before the usual. Hopefully. Alright, so we have Sir Shane V, the Lich King with Vertigo and the Flame Barrier. Sir John IV, the Hokage with OCD and Baldness and a Chakram. And Lady Block IV, the Hokage, who is gay. I think we gotta go with Lady Block because gay. Alright, we're able to barter. What was this one again? Randomize children. I don't think it's worth it. Down strike up. I think I'm gonna have to go with this one. More money to work with is always a good thing. Oh, that is so nice. Alright, so we got the Curse Rune and the Sprint Rune. Yeah. Don't have money for any of them, but, you know. We take what we can get. Right, what was the thing with Hokages? Replacement technique. Huge strength, but you cannot land critical strikes. 30% movement speed and low HP and MP. Okay, what is your... Ah, okay. Oh, this is going to be fun. Ah! Dang it! I thought I pressed down to go through the shelves. Turns out I did not. Gotta remember, I'm faster than I think I am. You know what? Get out of here. Get out of here with that garbage. I'm going to make a mad dash for the Forest of Abkhazia. Once again, at some point, I'm pretty sure I said it correctly. Do I want Conflux or do I want the Scythe? I think I'm gonna go with the Scythe. Unfortunately, it's not, Whew! You have been a pain in my butt this entire playthrough today. Almost as bad as the flame locks. Hey, nice. We'll certainly take this. Right. How are you? Oh, okay. And then it's gonna start, yep. Go in the opposite direction. I'm not taking that. I should have taken that. It's fine. Give me the 120. I would rather have the 120 over the 12. Whatever, we can go... What? It didn't take me to the Maya this time. Huh. Alright, well, good to know. Alright. You listen here, buddy. I refuse to give up. I won't give in. I will see those luscious forests. That luscious forest, singular. Just give me some health, please. I mean, I'm slowly but surely getting health back. Thank you. Abkhazia? Have I been doing the thing where I accidentally make it harder on myself to pronounce words? It ain't dyslexia, but it's sure something reading related. Alright. Hey look, another room where I would need dwarfism to get. Haha, not this room though! I killed 3 of those in a single swing. I'm so proud of myself. Look at me, I'm so cool. Oh, look. Our first journal entry of today. Journal entry number 15. You probably forgot that I was going to do this, didn't you? I remember being a famous adventurer. My martial prowess surpassed all of my brothers. That I am sure of. While they spent their days buried in all their bookish studies, I was out killing brigands and monsters. I always wondered why my father favored them over me. Isn't it always the opposite in fairy tales? Fortune favors the bold. Not the insipid intellectual, or something like that. Man, I would love to see my brothers try to outthink my sword in their face. Once again, this started as a Brian Drummond Vegeta impression, and it's just gotten further and further off the mark the more I go on. At this point, I'm not even trying to do my Vegeta impression, I'm just giving it that sort of gruff intonation. Intonation, that gruff tone, excuse me. Ugh. Sorry, because I want to go see the movie, I didn't have lunch, plus I don't think I have anything here to eat for lunch aside from, like, banana and some carrots, and I need to go grocery shopping. Yeah, guy died on his own terms. Thank you for the HP recovery. You are so kind. I don't know how I will ever repay you. No. No. All right. Dang it. At the last possible moment, too. I was almost out. Well, this isn't going to take 30 minutes. At least I hope not. But we got some reading to do, folks. They really don't want you to scroll to the beginning of this. Alright. You know what? Nah. We'll give it one more run. Sorry about that. Alright, so we have Lady Evelyn III, the Spelunket, who is bald and has electorophobia with flame barrier. Sir John IV, the barbarian king, who is clumsy and has daggers, which seems like a bad combination. Alright, Sir Ondok II, the spell sword with CIP and dementia. And a chakram. We will go with Lady Evelyn III. We can upgrade damage again. That would be very nice. Invulnerability time would be great as well. Going to go for damage. I could have gotten us a second one of those. Okay. That and that. 39 instead of 37. Dost thou even weak? Alright. And like always, I will be right. The fear of the chicken. I forgot. Now that we semi-regularly get health drops, that's a thing that happens. So now that Sonic Frontiers and the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog is all done and dusted, of course I will be going back for future updates of Sonic Frontiers, and maybe I'll redub the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog, with some friends in the future. Really? Another one? Where did you come from? Alright. Journal entry number 16. What if years have passed out? Nice. What if years have passed since I first entered these walls? Is it true that I am becoming more proficient in clearing monsters, but it is true that I am becoming more proficient in clearing monsters, but it feels like an age has passed. I've even forgotten what my own kin look like. What if they think I have failed? What if one of my brothers has beaten me to the cure? And what if I mistook them for a monster? Well then, oops. Guess you shouldn't have done that. Right, Carites can do that. But since... Get out of here. Get out of here with that garbage flame lock. Since I'm not streaming my extreme mode run of Sonic Frontiers right now, we are back to our usual schedule of Rogue Legacy on Wednesdays and Cuphead on Saturdays. I knew it! I thought I was gonna be done with you. Hey, neat, I completed the objective. The bounty rune for the sword. Hey, nice. You know what? Since we aren't going to complete my objective this run, let's just make it as far as we can. Mushroom Kingdom, here we come. Let's go this way. Was it this area or the Maya where I accidentally... Dang! I was barely in the room! I forget, was it the Land of Darkness or the Maya where I accidentally found the boss? Right. Lady Evelyn III has been slain by a Grey Baron. Learn the nuances of your spell to maximize their potential. Lady Evelyn III's parting words. Alright. Now this time for realsies. Okay, we're still in the 2000s. It starts at like 700. I just can't read the text that well when it's like scrolling by relatively quickly. Alright. But it is just... It's just... Oh, it starts at exactly 700. Exactly. Alright, but I think you all know what time it is. It is time to go down the wall of remembrance and remember everybody who has died and up until this point. At some point, like, I think by the time we beat the game, I'll just, like, count up how many attempts it took. And that will be, like, the final, like, we have Sir Johannes, you know. But that's not this time, because this time we're just reading the names and the titles. Sir Johannes, the legendary knight. Sir Lee, the feeble knight. Sir Jarvan, the useless knave. Lady Olivia, the feeble knight. Lady D, the determined knight. Lady Evelyn, the feeble mage. It always makes me laugh seeing feeble mage, and then she's like the biggest person we've seen so far. Lady Stephanie, the feeble knave. Sir Shane, the useless mage. Lady Victoria, the feeble paladin. Sir Aegis, the determined barbarian. Sir Glauber, the useless mage. Sir Octave, the feeble knave. Sir Shane II, the useless mage. Lady Chun-Li, the stout barbarian. Sir Kotaki, the stout paladin. Sir Scorpio, the useless archmage. Sir Scorpio II, the useless archmage. Sir Maze, the gallant barbarian king. Lady Hiroko, the gallant paladin. Sir Glauber II, the determined barbarian king. Sir Dude, the determined knave. Sir Useless, the stout knave. Sir Wilson, the stout knave. Lady Vera, the stout knave. Sir Ondok, the determined archmage. Sir Giardino, the useless miner. Sir John, the useless miner. Sir Culp, the stout paladin. Sir Gordon, the heroic barbarian king. Lady Evelyn II, the stout barbarian queen. Lady Stark, the determined assassin. Lady Jenny, the determined miner. Lady Hiroko the Second, the feeble assassin. Sir Shane the Third, Sir Shane the Third, the gallant barbarian king. Lady Priscilla, the useless archmage. Sir Skunky, the determined archmage. Lady Ferris, the stout paladin. Sir Skunky the Second, the stout assassin. Lady Vera the Second, the determined miner. Sir Gouda, the determined assassin. Lady Faye, the divine miner. Lady Block, the feeble miner. Lady Viola, the heroic assassin. Lady Henrietta, the gallant barbarian queen. Sir Mays the Second, the stout miner. Lady Blair, the gallant barbarian queen. Lady Doobie, the stout paladin. Sir Grey, the valiant assassin. Sir Shrew, the valiant miner. Sir Aegis the Second, the stout miner. Lady D the Second, the feeble archmage. Sir Kima, the feeble miner. Lady Faye the Second, the determined archmage. Sorry, just pulling something up that I want to show off before I end the stream. There it is. Just had to find it on Discord real quick. Alright, Lady Faye the Second, the determined archmage. Lady Shinoa, the valiant miner. Sir Kima the Second, the determined archmage. Lady Block the Second, the gallant paladin. There we go. Just realized I could just put it on my computer instead of, throwing it on my web browser. Lady Block the Second, the gallant paladin. Sir John the Second, the feeble miner. Sir Charles, the gallant Hokage. Sir Cohen, the gallant barbarian king. Lady Yvette, the feeble Hokage. Sir Shrew the Second, the legendary paladin. Sir Giardino the Second, the divine paladin. Sir Hornsby, the gallant paladin. Sir Scorpio the Third, the gallant assassin. Sir Cohen the Second, the determined archmage. Sir Twinstraw, the stout lich king. Sir Kotaki the Second, the gallant archmage. Sir Wilson the Second, the determined spelunker. Sir Cohen the Third, the stout paladin. Sir Kotaki the Third, the stout archmage. Sir Wallace, the stout spelunker. Lady Lena, the determined spelunkette. Sir Dude the Second, the gallant Hokage. Lady Hiroko the Third, the determined spelunkette. Sir Lancelot, the useless spelunker. Sir Erwin, the gallant spelunker. Lady Brisa, the heroic barbarian queen. Realized I should probably get this ready. I am great at what I do. Anyway, Lady Brisa, the heroic barbarian queen. Sir Judson, the stout spelunker. Sir Giardino the Third, the stout archmage. Sir John the Third, the determined spelunker. Sir Fleming, the gallant archmage. Lady Winry, the stout paladin. Lady Chun-Li the Second, the valiant spell thief. Lady Littner, the divine Hokage. Sir Mark, the divine spelunker. Lady Antoinette, the heroic paladin. Lady Vera the Third, the heroic Hokage. Sir Erwin the Second, the divine paladin. Lady Nola, the gallant assassin. Sir, I almost skipped ahead to Sir Shane the Fourth. Lady Shinoa the Second, the valiant spellsword. Sir Shane the Fourth, the determined spelunker. Lady Charlotte, the divine paladin. Sir Mark the Second, the valiant spellsword. Sir Dude the Third, the useless spelunker. Lady Boudoir, the gallant assassin, Sir Wallace the Second, the stout spellsword, Lady Block the Third, the stout spelunket. I just noticed that the shadows in the room aren't static. They are, in fact, sort of glowing and becoming more and less intense. You would think after 4 streams of this and however long playing it on my own, I would have figured that out, but wasn't paying attention. Sir Aegis the Third, the heroic spelunker, Sir Skunky the Third, the valiant spellsword, Lady Annabelle, the useless Lich Queen, Sir Taco, the divine barbarian king, Lady Block the Fourth, the divine Hokage, and finally, Lady Evelyn the Third, the gallant spelunket. That just leaves us with Sir Taco the Second, the Archmage, with Prospopag nausea. Whatever. And Blade Wall, Lady Olivia II, the Hokage with hypergonadism, and Sir Hornsby II, the barbarian king, who is an ectomorph and also has hypergonadism and a chakram. However, that is where I will be calling it. I know this was not 2 hours, but I do want to talk about something with the Spawn VHS tape. And I know I'm going back to that again. So this is the video now. It has little mini discs. Let me, I'll keep my Switch on just in case there's more that I want to talk about with No More Heroes games. This is the video now. This obviously is detachable. That little screen plays like not full frame rate and not in color video, and obviously because of the light attachment you can tell that it was not backlit. This came out in 2003. Technology has progressed a lot since then. But still, this is an interesting bit of history, and finding it for just $5 is very nice. This is my complete in box copy of the Best of Platinum Hits, the second re-release of Fable The Lost Chapters, which is a re-release of the first Fable game with essentially DLC included. So that was a very good find. This is Spawn 2, Todd McFarlane's Spawn 2. This is pretty much all of Season 2 of HBO's Spawn. As you can see, this is the Uncut Collector's Edition. Warning, the following program is recommended for mature audiences only. It contains adult situations, adult language, graphic violence, and nudity. Alright. This has sort of like holographic, whatever those are called. It's not stereoscopic and it's not orthographic, because I'm pretty sure like orthographic 3D is the like red and cyan glasses, or magenta and cyan, whatever color people decided to make those glasses. It's not one of those, but it's the like holographic, like you move it back and forth and the image changes slightly. It's that sort of thing. I forget what that's called. Orthodontic, background. But I found this for $4, which for an entire season of television is very good. But it has that sort of background, and you can see a little bit of it, but I'm going to go in the order that I noticed it in. So I found the VHS tape, and I go, oh, that's neat. Like the thing makes his eyes glow, because these are like little green slits, and then, you know, it gets the glowy effect when he does the thing. Which is cool. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, it's dumb. It's cool. I really like his green glowy eyes. And then you really can't tell in this picture, but there's lightning in the background that strikes, which I was just like, oh, that's cool. They also had lightning in the background. That's really neat. I should put a photosensitivity warning with this TV show as well, because they have a lot of flashing lights. Like, there are a few scenes at certain club-type areas of the stripping variety, as well as just, like, a lot of lightning flashes and a lot of, like, green flashes when Spawn uses his, like, ecto... I forget what it's called, like... It's not ectoplasm, is it? No, it's, like, necroplasm or whatever. They have, like, a lot of effects that happen when he does that. But, like, only after I saw that did I look down and notice, oh, the character of the clown just appears. Like, as you can see with this, like, half-done image. The clown isn't there at all, and then it shows up. And I should just, like, make a little, like, YouTube short, or even just, like, a YouTube video about it. But it's just a really cool thing. And I've looked online, the other versions. I believe they came out with censored and uncensored, like VHS tapes, DVDs. Obviously I want to get the VHS because you can't have, like, bad video encoding on a analog media. That's just called a bad transfer. And it was much rarer to find, like, bad transfers than it was back in the day of, like, poor video encoders because, well, DVDs were a newer format. But yes, the war between heaven and hell continues. And then, like I said, I have The Evil Dead, which was more expensive because more people knew about it. Well, I say it was more expensive. I got these at, like, a thrift shop. Thrift shop area. So this is Sam Raimi's The Evil Dead, digitally mastered. I haven't watched it yet. But this little tagline that I didn't see down here when I was buying it kind of makes me nervous. Because when it says digitally mastered, I'm worried that it's going to be like the Blu-ray and the things are going to be digitally removed and changed. And I just want the original version of the film. Alright. Ooh. How long have I been going? Let me... 154. You know what? We'll go back to over here. Let me open up No More Heroes 1. You know, the Switch version. Just to confirm that the N64 is in the Switch version. And of course, I want to make a video on all these, so, you know, I guess let this stream be like the prototype of the video that I want to make. Oh, that's another difference. In No More Heroes Heroes Paradise on PS3 and Xbox 360. Yeah, okay. So go over to the fridge. You can see that it is, in fact, the Nintendo 64. Also, I have beaten the game once. Well, I mean, I've beaten the game multiple times, but I have not 100%ed it. I have not gone through New Game Plus, which is bitter mode. But one more difference between the different versions. And here's the TV showing you that the music video isn't in the thing. Is brain doesn't work. What am I trying to... What is the thing that I am trying to say? They added a new difficulty in No More Heroes Paradise, which just shows you, which I believe is called, like, Berry Sweet or something. And it's the same as, like, easy mode or whatever. Or whatever. But you, pretty much all the women or feminine presenting characters in the game, get more scantily clad clothing, which is, it is what it is. I do plan on playing through the game, all these different games on, like, stream at some point. If I ever get monetized, these are certainly not going to be monetizable, just because of their extreme violence. I would expect it to get very, very much age restricted. This is the shirt that I typically wear. It's Keine Helden mehr, which is just No More Heroes in German. Yeah, I always enjoy being able to customize Travis. And just seeing all the different shirts that the dude has. I love this shirt. Boldly depicted. Yeah. Before I wore the Keine Helden mehr, I wore this shirt. Yeah. Honestly, the No More Hero series is a very, very silly, and I enjoy it a lot. Both my phone and my computer have both gotten... Is my internet okay? I mean, I'm not on the internet on my phone, but, like, both of them have desynced heavily. There we go. Now we're all cut up. Don't touch my mustache! From the Bearded Sun series. Mustache version. Night Black. And when I do play them, I will most likely play through, like, the bitter modes in each game. Just because, you know, I figured it would differentiate it enough and give me a bit of a challenge to do, like, a New Game Plus playthrough. Destroy Man! A self-financed movie with a cult following. Unbelievably rare. Alright. Taco Twins, a tag team formed by the Mexican professional wrestlers, the Garcia Twins. I find it funny. I believe in No More Heroes 1, you're able to play as a shirtless Travis, but can't take off his jacket. In No More Heroes 2, you're able to play as Travis without his jacket, but you have to keep his shirt on. And then I believe in No More Heroes 3... Like, hold up. Now I have to go through each game and double check. So one, this will actually group all the No More Heroes games together without having Odalis in the middle of it. And secondly, it gives me a chance to show off each game on Switch. Not actually playing the game, mind you, but, you know. And then you get Deathmatch after you beat the game the first time, which just lets you play through all the different bosses in the game. Alright. Load game. Yes. I always love that dumb little thing. Also, I believe somebody modded that. Right, because it's New Game Plus. It doesn't. I can't actually show you it. Because I would have to play through the thing. Yeah, you're just gonna have to trust me. You can play as Travis without his jacket, but have to keep his shirt on. Then for Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. They're certainly cut back on a lot of the customization options. Pretty much you can only customize, like, the shirts the characters wear, but I don't really bother because, well, if you've seen the game, you aren't really seeing the characters close up too often. Because it has sort of a pulled back camera for... Hello? There we go. This game was made for Switch. At least that's what I was told. But yeah. Continue. Did I start a New Game Plus playthrough on here? Or is this going to be my standard playthrough? No, this is my standard playthrough. Okay. So PC, fax, archives, death drive, bathroom. Is this where you change in this game? Yes, it is. Yeah, you can pretty much only change shirts. So for the Switch version, we have obviously the default Zelda Wind Waker and Wind Waker HD, which I highly doubt all these Zelda shirts are going to be in the other versions. Obviously, you know, you could probably mod the PC version. But we got Zelda 2, Zelda Majora's Mask, and Majora's Mask 3D, Siren, Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen, Fire Pro Wrestling World. I believe this is, what do you call it? The Fatal Frame games. Could be wrong. I'm not able to read what the actual title is. Jet Set Radio, which I am always a fan of. In fact, you know what? That's going to be my new shirt. Hotline Miami 2, Deadly Premonition, The Outfoxies, Isami Kodaka, The Santa Destroy, which is always a nice one, Hyperlight Drifter, Dead Cells. The Castlevania DLC recently came out. I want to play it, but I don't have Dark Cells. Dead Cells, rather. Yeah, anyway. Malaka, Earth Atlantis, Dondara, The American Dream, Fallen Legion, 2064, Read Only Memories, Hollow Knight, Fury, Dimambo, Brawlout, SteamWorld Dig 2, Cyberpunk Bartender Action VA11 Hall A, Children of the Zodiacs. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Cyberpunk Bartender Action Valhalla, but I haven't played the game, and also I thought it would be funny to do it the other way. Stifled, Morphe's Law, Blazing Chrome, Pocket Rumble, Floor Kids, Bit Trip Runner, Disco Elysium, Double Kick Heroes, Treachery in Beatdown City, Wargroove, Pado Box, Super Hot. Anyway, Papers, Please, Thumper, Nuclear Throne, Galax Z. Moving on, Just Shapes and Beats. Y2K of Postmodern RP. Okay. Y2K, Postmodern RPG, Salt and Sanctuary, The Stanley Parable, which, yes. I went to the mind control facility in the Stanley Parable and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. That's always a great one. Golf Story, Undertale, Wolverblade. Once again, I haven't actually played the game, so I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced. Black the Fall, Riot, Civil Unrest, Rain World, Tarotica Voodoo, Legia, La Mulana 2, Blackbird, The Missing, JJ Macfield, The Island of Memories, Zarvot, Saturday Morning RPG, Downwell, Pikuniku, Ape Out, High Hell, Ruiner, The Red Strings Club, Minute, The Swords of Ditto, Gods Will Be Watching, Absolver, Mother Russia Bleeds, The Messenger, How Tofu Boyfriend, Reigns, Crossing Souls, Enter the Gungeon. Why have I just read all of these out? And then there's the different Unreal Engine clothes, because this game was made... This was the first No More Heroes game made in Unreal Engine. And then we have the Travis Strikes Again logo, which I think looks really nice with the... Honestly, I really like the purple outfit. And yeah, this is what this is what the outfits look like on Batman. It's pretty great. But as you can see, I didn't actually save that shirt. But as you can see, that's pretty much all the thing. Also, I have all the DLC for Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. Let's go to No More Heroes 3 and hope that I'm in an area where I can actually go check out the costumes. I think I might be on one of the different parts of the thing. One of the different parts of Santa Destroy. Because there's like 5 different hubs that you can go through. Yes. I swear after this I will end stream because I need to give my voice a rest. Look at that. Load game. New game plus. Options. Let me check options. I don't think I ever checked this during my playthrough. Subtitles on. Minimap rotation. Blood. Normal. What's normal? Ah, you can turn down. Okay. That's cool. Wait. You can switch to the Japanese dub. That's so cool. I thought that was just exclusive to oh, you know what it is? Yeah, I haven't played this game since 2021. The reason why I thought the Japanese dub was exclusive was because there's a Japanese dub for No More Heroes 1 that is exclusive to Heroes Paradise. And there it is. No More Heroes 3 is the game where you can play as dude without his jacket. And you can play as No More Heroes 1 Travis. Excuse me? That wasn't what... I said jacket off. Because I wanted to see if you can play as truly shirtless Travis. Huh. Yeah, I haven't checked all the... Game Freak. Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I saw that. I don't think you can play as... Oh, that's cool. They have different shirts from like No More Heroes 1. Yeah, I don't think you can play as, in any of the games, a completely shirtless Travis. In No More Heroes 1, you can play a shirtless Travis with his jacket. And in No More Heroes 2 and 3, you can play as a jacketless Travis. And then we have No More Heroes 1, jacket off. And then No More Heroes 2, with the jacket off. See, this doesn't make sense because I keep pressing the back button because I think it's going to bring me back, because I think that's a submenu instead of a category. Anyway, yes, I agree with this. I believe this is a collaboration with the band Red Orca. But still, like, yes. I like this because it very much reminds me of, like, Michael Jackson. I know that's probably not what they're going for, but, you know. Also, I like that it gives you the different outfits from the other games in the series. Like, if you didn't know, they had different designs for the jackets and whatnot. Obviously, it's kind of hard to not notice for No More Heroes 1, but they're all different. Anyway, I spent so much time talking about all that. I'm going to call it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been Max CVA, also known as Fioka the Leader. Until next time, Saturday, 5 p.m. PDT, we'll be playing more Cuphead. Thank you for joining me. Peace.